Welcome back, guys. Ben here, and today we are back checking out a game called Warped Universe, which is one that we checked out the playtest for like a month or so ago, and it has now come out on Steam. It is free to play, so I'll leave a link in the description below to check this out if you're interested and you want to download it and give it a go yourself. But I said in that previous video I wanted to come back and check this out with the full release to see what it's like, because it's trying to be like a Warframe and like a Helldivers too. And all kind of community, like player driven. These are other players that are in the game right now, their levels and things like that. And you kind of have this like system map with these different objectives, and you're trying to like collect, I guess, certain amount of like things, conquering it all together in like a season kind of level. You've got different difficulties that you can like, you know, try and attempt things on. And then I think from a from a like a loadout and inventory point of view, you've got different kind of upgrades and things like that here, and different weapons you can have, which you've got to unlock as you level up and all that kind of stuff as well. And the unique thing here is that although it is kind of trying to channel that kind of Warframe and Helldivers energy, you can play it third person. You can also play it as a turn-based game, a bit like XCOM 2, for example. And then there's also these like space missions which you would go in a spaceship and fly, and then it's a little bit like a like a Elite Dangerous or a No Man's Sky, you know, not in the just in the sense that you're piloting a ship and shooting things and stuff though. So yeah, and you can choose how you want to play it, basically. Like you're not forced into one or the other. You just want to do turn-based, that's fine. You just want to do third person, that's fine. And the cool thing with this is that it does give you those choices, and then you can just approach the different missions and things like that. Now, it's free to play. It's made by 12 people, no publisher, all kind of self-published and made. And my big question, which is what I had in the demo, and it's why I'm back here to check it out today to see what's changed and what the plan is kind of how long-term they can support this. Like, obviously it's going to be monetized from I'd assume it's going to be monetized from a store point of view, where you're going to be able to like buy the different skins, and that's 1,500 of those. I don't know how much the Koju is, but I don't know if it's earnable or not, but presumably there's got to be some level of, obviously you got the season pass here where you can claim your rewards and get these things in and stuff like that, but presumably there's got to be some sort of paid option. But yeah, we're gonna check it out and see what the gameplay's like. We'll probably do a mission as a third person mission, and then we'll do a mission as a turn-based, just to show you what those are like, and we'll see how we get on. Like I said, it's kept my level and everything from the playtest. That's why I'm already level 3, and at the moment it is just single player, so it's a little bit that despite there being players in here, you can't play together right now. But co-op is coming, I think, because this is like early access, so co-op is coming with this over time. So yeah, we're gonna check it out. It's sitting mostly positive on Steam. I think the biggest thing this game's struggling with is exposure, like people actually knowing that the game exists in the first place. But with that all said, sit back, relax, like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna jump in. We are gonna do, so you can do a ship mission, like a space mission or a ground mission. We're gonna do a ground mission, and you can then choose real-time or turn-based. We will do a real-time ground mission. I'm curious if you can do a turn-based space mission. We'll check that out after. But let's do a ground mission. I'm just going to do it on the base difficulty because we're like starting characters, so I guess as you get better gear and upgrades, you can then do higher difficulties. Runs very well. Pretty much locked at 120, 4K, everything on Epic. Can't complain on that side of things. Very, very polished. So I'm intrigued. It does have this kind of generic-y, kind of shiny sci-fi thing going on. Let's have a look.
These entities have found a way to scramble the resonant frequency of the pylon's defenses. Automated shutdown has taken effect. We need to get systems back online if we're going to progress further in this region. You'll have to begin manual reactivation of all defense arrays.
Okay. We just have the one weapon. We have R, which is like a heal, and 1, which is like a an attack, I think. So I think enemies are going to be spawning. Let's activate that. Okay, he's down. Oh, R to reload, but I don't need to reload. Okay. Run along here. Guess we pick this stuff up. We just like jump. We kind of float, but not that much. Wide open spaces. Oh, trying to see if you can. Oh no. Can we? Oh, that was our one ability. Like an anti-grav thing. Okay. Seems like there's just enemies just spawning. I think we're very much just meant to try and get the arrays done. Seems like they just infinitely respawn. It works quite well just with a normal point and aim, like not having to ADS. You can ADS, of course, but it doesn't seem like you need to. I don't think there's like a roguelite or anything in terms of like getting upgrades or anything. You're just doing this mission. Like I said, a little bit like a Helldivers in a way. There's the other array. You come in and then you're gonna have to get out afterwards. Keep pressing R to reload. I think my thing here is it's very... Wow, there we go. Just has a... like a... weird shiny look to everything though, doesn't it? Very floaty. And it's like it's free to play at the same time.
Initiate the reboot sequence.
Okay. I don't think this gun even reaches that far. Kicks a lot. Right, let's pop ram. Doesn't seem like there's too much to interact with. Is there a melee? Yeah, that heals us as well. There we go. Spawns more enemies in. Right in front of us there. Not sure if you get like a certain amount of lives. We gotta head out this way. Again, more enemies now spawned. I think for me it's very ambitious, and I don't mean that in like a bad way. But when it's trying to occupy the space that Destiny and Warframe do dominate, and I'd say Warframe more so now, Destiny's kind of fallen off a little bit. My background, I've played a load of Destiny. I've got more than 1,000 hours in it. It's absolutely love it, but it's I don't know, is it doing any of this better? I don't think it is, but I guess the argument then is, well, it gives you the option of space battles and the XCOM style turn-based stuff, and that's its like unique selling point. And with that, I'm just like, maybe that's just like me maybe not being the audience for this.
Defensive
Let me
matrix
reboot
restored.
this
pylon
now.
stands once
Okay.
more competing against the board. Return to the Nexus, Echo.
And that is literally the mission. Kill a few enemies. Head back. We now go back to the Nexus, which is that main little bit that we were in before. We complete the mission. Get some rewards. We get that as a free one, and then we can spend to get some more free triangles. There we go. Get some XP. And I guess if you keep some of the residuum, you get extra XP as well, which I actually sacrificed there by being greedy. Whoops. Defense station. It's a weird one because I feel like it's got a nice like idea behind it. Got a free season pass. I'm guessing again, future season passes would be paid for. That's my biggest thing. Like I like always try and think of these things from a business point of view, and I'm like, how are you making your money? Like how are you getting your money from this? And they said we do have a store. And let's say I was like, yes, I want to buy this. I can't. We go back. We got Nexus Pass, Season 0. We've already got that. I wonder if I've got that because I did the playtest. I seem to already have it. So that's cool, I guess. But got our level rewards here. Got your cores. So we did unlock a core, so we can now spend a core. And we got a new item, new helmet. I don't know if that's better than what we've already got. Is this like a loot box? Kind of like a loot box. Okay, and you see they've got different like things like power and different stats being used. Another helmet. I guess you can choose. It seems like you can steer what you want it to build towards. So we can say let's spend an uncommon one on the chest piece. You can kind of focus where you want it to go. Got some more stuff there. And we can do some pants. Okay, and you can see they've got like Psionic's health. Psionic's improves Psionic damage, range, cooldown, resist kinetic, get some extra health as well. And there's also gloves and boots. We don't have any rares. Probably, yeah, I should have checked that out before I opened 4 helmets in a row. But but so that's where you get that. Okay, so you got your sparks, which whatever these are. This is what you can apply things to. These are the different looks that we unlocked. So the common gear is just very standard stuff, but we should be able to then go to inventory. Where's our load? Let's go to loadout. Okay. So helmet. And these looks are shut, but we can say that we want. So you can choose between resist kinetic or void. You can basically get power Sonic's health, or just resist light but get free power. What does power do again? Free stamina and headshot multiplier and crit. precision. It tells you what it does from a real-time perspective and from a turn-based as well. Because it's basically two games in one, and then you've got the look. So you know it's got the transmog kind of system already here. So you want it to look a certain way, you can do that. That's all good. So let's get back out of there. Let's do the chest. And we've got the default one, the Illuminated Curious, the Uncommon Stalker's Husk. You can see they've got like a certain amount of sparks they can have in them as well. So we can equip that. I don't quite know how we do the sparks yet. We'll have a look into that. It might be in the sparks section. And we got gloves. So gloves can't have any sparks, whereas these ones will do. We've got the pants, which we did unlock a set, which is fine. So we'll equip that as well. And we just have basic boots for now. We do not have anything on... Oh, yeah, we do have a little thing on analysis pack on the back there. There we go. Got our Echo, which you unlock these in the... That's just the color, isn't it? The actual orange thing itself. Got your Aura, again, other little cosmetic things that they'll no doubt have a sale thing for. You can have 2 psionics, Singularity Pulse. Oh, we've got... Yeah, we've just added it both on there. That's fine. Okay, so okay, I've accidentally equipped that, but and then you got your spaceship there, where you've got like your main weapon, your missiles. So you can customize your ship. So if you are someone who's just going to predominantly play this as a space fighting, dogfighting game, then you've got that option as well if you want to. But so we're now. Oh, if I go back to loadouts. You can see what our gear score is now 30. We've got 40 hit points a turn now, 45 hit points in general. We had 20 before, I think, didn't we? So it's gone up quite a bit. And I think main weapon, we've got to spend stuff to unlock those. Okay. And then these sparks, so if we now go to the shows you what's been equipped. I think. Yep, so we can say this. It's now a dice roll. And you kind of roll this thing into it. And we got 3. 3 out of 11. So we can also put these into it. And it's how much it costs of your sparks, basically, to add that in. So it can cost as much as 4. These ones can all cost as much as 4. Okay, you can get them a bit cheaper. You could add a little bit of power if we wanted to. So you can see there's like a bit of a grind thing here that costs the full 4, which is very unfortunate. Very expensive. That was another 4 as well. So again, very expensive. Not great. It's a 25% chance, isn't it? That's also a 4. Okay, so 3 4s in a row. Probably very unlucky with that, because you still only get the 1. You don't get. It's not like it times it by 4 or anything. But yeah, got those extra little bits on there now as well. Simulation for your training. I don't think in terms of. Let me just double check quickly. Does have controller support. It doesn't have achievements. It's unknown on Steam Deck. There's no cloud saves, but I presume, like I said, I guess you just log in. It's more of a login server-based kind of thing. Logging in with your Steam profile. And yeah, co-op is, solo missions launch with early access. Squad co-op arrives in an early post-launch update. And you'll be able to run them solo or grouped. But like I said, as far as I'm aware, this one is complete. Like, we can't do anything with this one. So these have all been done already. There's nothing to do on this planet. And these ones are space only. These are where you explore the sector to, I guess, uncover new things. So at the moment we've got this pylon sector. It still needs stuff doing to it. We can say we want to do a ground mission, but turn-based. Pioneer difficulty. We'll stay on that difficulty. Does it give you an idea of? No. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't know if it gave you an idea of like what gear score you should be. I'll show you the turn-based one. I think the bonus of this one is that you can literally download this for free, and then if you don't like it, you can uninstall it. Like, it's not actually going to cost you anything to get going with it, and you can kind of see if it clicks with you. Right, we need to...
These entities have found a way to scramble the resonant frequency of the pylon's defenses. Automated shutdown has taken effect. We need to get systems back online if we're going to progress further in this region. You'll have to begin manual reactivation of all defense arrays.
This is basically the exact same mission, but now it's a turn-based option. We've got to do the arrays instead, and it's now in an XCOM style with the little half cover, full cover flanking kind of system going on. So I'm just thinking, can we move over there? Loads of red explosive crates, which is nice. Oh, there's an enemy right there as well. Okay, so got our options here. We've got our move points, singularity pulse. So I think you can freely move, but now we're in combat. Now we're in combat, it'll cost action points. Beforehand, you can just freely move. So now we're in combat. We are limited. I think let's be defensive first of all. That uses all 3 action points. Right, okay. We've got different costs going for them. I think, can we just like explosives? Maybe not. Let's burst fire attack. Few explosive barrels here. Seems like we can only aim in front of us. It rolls a dice. And they did explode. It did kill the creature there. I'm going to put myself into Overwatch. Rolled a 4. This guy will be able to get a flank on us probably. So again, you could play the game entirely like this, as like a sci-fi kind of XCOM going on for you, if you wanted to. Seems like we can do the singularity pulse as much as we want. I think we'll just try and do a burst fire attack. And we're pretty much spending all of it on killing this guy. There we go. Void's turn. AI is not too great there on that side of things. Might be because we're on a lower difficulty as well. We can't seem to peer around a corner, which is bizarre. Then ability unavailable. Okay. Oh, I don't know what I did there. Okay. Couldn't shoot him for some reason. I don't think we've got a turn limit, but yeah, we can then... Well, we got a 2. I guess we need to upgrade our weapon as well. That's what we're really struggling with. Like, damage output. Seems like you can only attack twice, probably, from the looks of it. But yeah, it's weird you can't like shoot around corners or anything like that. Those 2 enemies just haven't been alerted yet. What if we... Oh, weird one, because you can't... Camera's having a mare there. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely got some rough stuff. Got a critical hit there though. He's so shielded. Oh, he's actually got 85. Missed. Got 85 freaking health. I think we're meant to like actually fight him. Got a feeling we're probably not. Put him away instead. We can repair. We spend Residium though, we don't have it. But that's, you can pick these things up. And you have 3 of them, you can then repair yourself. Not a bad idea. Probably just gonna have to avoid this guy. Interact with that. Somehow can... Yeah, really weird with what you can shoot and what you can't shoot and what you can see or not. Got Overwatch on. I feel like this one just, again, the map feels quite big for what it is. That it's, I don't think it translates that well. You could argue it works. Even the camera is just so zooming in so close there. Don't know why. Okay, the guy's dead. That's our turn used. So we should be able to just switch these 2 things on now. Not too much of an issue. They're just not moving either.
All arrays are active. Initiate the reboot sequence.
I don't know where the reboot sequence is. Oh, over there. Okay. So it seems like while you're out of combat... Let me just try this. I think while you're out of combat, these guys don't... I could pick up Residium there. Again, they don't really care. It's like they're deactivated while I'm like not in the zone. I mean, now he can see me. You kind of taking for trouble there, though. Got a critical hit on him. 5 damage on him. He's missing us a lot, which is good, even though he's getting high. We've got a high precision stat though, I think, so maybe we're not missing as much. Not sure. This guy's getting involved now. Might be the difficulty as well. They miss more. It's really annoying to know what you're like aiming at. No, not that one. Not that one. This one. There we go. That guy's dead. Jeez. Just hit us for 17 damage. And that's why they miss a lot of their shots. We need to bring this guy closer towards the barrels. There we go. We're out of his reach now. He doesn't care about us.
This pylon stands once more as beacon against the block. Return to the Nexus, Echo.
Then you can just leave. You don't need to worry about it. There you go. Mission complete. So that's like the mission from 2 different perspectives. Feels a lot slower. So you can get 20 bonus XP if you keep your Residium, or you can choose to invest it in some more of the sparks, which obviously you get a free spark anyway. You can spend it on these ones if you want. You actually get a 15 times bonus of Residium. And I'm guessing that's because you're not able to pick up as much as, like, if you're playing third person. It's much easier just to go and run over and pick that stuff up. So they've thought about that. Faction store credits, we get 1 lumen. Yeah. It's definitely got a little bit of that Warframe or Destiny where it's quite overwhelming at the beginning because you're like, there's so much like stuff being thrown at you, so much like kind of different things happening where you're like, what's this for? Is this any good? But it's one of those that I guess the more you play it, the more you find out. I mean, I'm surprised there's people that are already like level 38 and level 43. But then I guess we've done 2 missions and we're level 5 already, so I guess it does go up quite quickly as well. But like I said, I see the idea behind it. I just don't know. I think this will be much better when you can like jump in with a few friends and stuff. I don't know why they've chosen to launch it early where you can only play it single player. You'd kind of hold back, wouldn't you, and just launch it with co-op and everything all together. Because you've kind of got this weird little hub system then where it's kind of just pretend. And we also got the group chat on the bottom right there, but yeah, it's yeah, you just basically just come here and do that. I'll show you. I can't do flying missions, but I mean, I'm interested. Do they do a turn-based flying mission? I'm just curious with this one now. Yeah. Okay, so you can do the flying mission as turn-based or real-time as well. We're not going to do all of this. We'll quit out of this, but just want to kind of show you
the sector. Take
those
position.
options as well.
Prioritize defense and don't get distracted. Focus wins battles.
Okay. So then you got the same sort of grid system, but now it's like on top of as a spaceship instead. This is probably how I do my space battles, so it gives you that option because I am actually terrible. I don't know what's going on now. There we go. I'm actually terrible at these kind of things normally. But if we quit mission, I don't think there's any penalty for that either. From the looks of it. I mean, maybe there is. Maybe I've like screwed everything over now. Okay, we jump back in. I mean, these guys are just sat here AFK, I guess. Some of these guys haven't moved in ages. I don't know why you would do that though, but yeah. And then maybe it's just like not updating the server ticks or something. But obviously the real-time spaceship one, which I'll show you, which I'll crash and be terrible at. Not my jam at all, which is why I do like the whole turn-based option, because it does give you flexibility as a player, which is
good thing you made it.
not to be understated.
Some lost portal affinity in a transport blast.
Now they're okay, but they're going a little cuckoo exposed to the abyss out there. Your ship's portal gen can correlate their squawk code and facilitate... That doesn't matter. It'll get them back. There should be a few out there.
So, same sort of thing, and then you got your Q and E to rotate. And I'm just gonna head towards here, because I can't do anything.
Looks like we're picking up 2 more. One of them is singing 99 bottles of beer on the wall. And you don't want to know where he started.
Okay. Oh. I'm getting shot by someone. That's what I don't get. I can't see when someone's behind me. I'm like so bad at these. Wait. Gotta aim for the blue thing. There we go. Some more of that residium. I think like visually though, it's quite hard to tell when they're like behind something as well. Oh. But where's our little objective? Oh, is this a wall? I think this is a wall. It's all very shiny and stuff, so it's actually quite hard to see what's what, but you see the scope of this is much bigger. You can then just fly around. So if you like doing this kind of stuff, then you've got that as an option as well. Okay. We have a... Oh, we got him. Got like a heat-seeking missile from the looks of it. Oh, there we go. Get that residium. Like I said, it's one of those where you can kind of like shut your brain off and have a little bit of fun. And if you're liking those kind of like Warframe, Destiny and stuff, but you want something a little bit different and it's free and you can try it and stuff, it's an option, isn't it? I think, like I said, it's a bit of an odd time to release it in a way when it doesn't have like the co-op, so you can't like play with your friends. Hang on, where are we going? I'm so like all over the place. Health's low, let's press R. Let's just heal. I like these kind of just auto chase. Yeah, it's quite not too bad actually. It's letting me win, that's why I'm liking it. Where's our objective? I'm getting distracted. You can kind of just sit here farming residium, I guess. I don't know if it gets like harder waves and things like that, the harder you like go, but this is the final survivor.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Oh wow.
Make sure you get their handles.
Are they surviving after that?
They haven't heard the last of this.
And now we go to the warp portal. I don't know where that is. Where is that? Up here. Somewhere it's at the top of my screen. There it is. And then you just extract. You just go and you're done. So very short kind of sharp missions. My thing is, I guess it's very unclear with the mission structure. I'm guessing like we're just seeing what's around and what we can do. But yeah, you got 3 different ways to play. And it is free to play, so yeah, it's probably one of those where I'd say like if you're intrigued by the look of it and you kind of want to see a bit more of the depth, because sure I'm probably not explaining that side of things very well because I don't fully understand that aspect of it myself. Oh, we don't have a Nexus Pass, so we do need to buy a Nexus Pass to unlock some of it. Some of the stuff is locked behind it. Seems like there's plenty of free stuff though. And it seems like it's cosmetic armor that is like your paid Nexus Pass. I said I was gonna buy this. This is the biggest thing. It's like, can I not buy it? Like, where do I get my... Where do I buy things if I wanted to? 'Cause that's the thing. I'm like, is it like £5? Is it like $20? Like, you know what I mean? I'm very unsure. It's not really telling me. These ones are gravitons. So I can purchase that. So gravitons and lumens you earn by completing missions. So these are like stuff you can buy for earning in game. Same as the luminary ones. You can earn these and buy these in game. Little bit kind of just different colors really, isn't it, really? And some patterns and things, but not the most inspired of things. And this, for some reason, I just... maybe they just haven't switched on currency yet. Maybe you can't buy the Koju. But... yeah, it's bizarre. It's bizarre. There's something, just a bit of a disconnect with it all. And... I think... for me, who, like, I've got Warframe on my list to, like, properly sink my teeth into. If I was going to go into these types of games again, I would just jump into Warframe. Like, but... I don't know. If you're, like, a bit more of a, like, you like the XCOM side of things, a bit of Helldivers and things, and you like that, you've got that option. I think that's the bit that they are shouting about the most, and it is the unique selling point of it. It is the different play styles that you can play around with. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe because I did the playtest, it skipped like player onboarding again. Like I haven't had to do that this time, but I have no idea how I'd even give you money to buy Koju. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, okay. Wow. Well, here we go. Not sure what's going on there. Okay. We managed... no, we're stuck in a menu. Bizarrely. Okay, so we've kind of glitched there. But on that note, that's where I'm going to leave it. Needs a lot of work. I think they should just held this back and release this with when co-op was available. Because I must admit, if I'm being honest, the missions that we just did, I don't like the flying. But flying was the most fun of the missions that we played today. I think the third person mission was just huge space, straightforward enemies, nothing to interact with, just doesn't feel like it's got like a soul. And then the turn-based was a little bit opposite. It was a little bit kind of still had a big wide space, maybe a bit bigger than it needed to be. But just, I don't know, weird decisions from the AI. Can't shoot around corners, or angles, it seems. Not great there. And then flying was actually quite fun, which I was actually quite surprised because I didn't actually try the flying in the demo. So that was a pleasant surprise. But yeah, I don't know. It's... yeah, so we had a little crash there where it got got stuck in the menu. I did a little bit digging in the Steam discussion forums, and the cash shop's not turned on yet. They want to make sure that the game is all nice and polished first and all that kind of stuff. It would be nice to get an idea of how much those kind of things are and stuff, but it does seem like they're not kind of just trying to ram microtransactions and cosmetics down people's throats. But yeah, it's I don't know. It might be one of those where the more time you spend with it, the better it gets. It's not really clicking for me straight off the bat, but it's one of those things that I guess we'll have to see. And I think I'd probably jump back into this when there's co-op available, because you can at least run a few missions with people. And I guess that the co-op would only be like with the real-time play through, because you can't really do that on a turn-based thing unless you queue up as a like you take turns as doing your queue. I don't know, but I guess they're looking at ways of how they do that. But yeah, I think it's going to be one where it's a bit Marmite. You're either going to really like the aesthetic, like the idea of it, kind of a Warframe Helldivers mix, but you can do it at your own pace, and there's no kind of pressure. You can't really fail missions from the looks of it. You lose a little bit of the Residium things, but you know, you can kind of just keep trying and grinding for loot and getting your gear score up and all that stuff. So there is that progression. And other people, this just might not click at all, might not be your vibe, the aesthetics and all that stuff. But there is something to be said that there's no AI, all the voices are done, all the kind of like textures and the game itself and all that, that's all made by the team. And yeah, like I said, they're not trying to launch a game with the cash shop all open and trying to get everything spent and stuff like that. But that is going to be my big kind of question mark, is long term, is this game going to have the audience to support it, who will buy the skins and the cosmetics and things like that will fund the development for this? Because they don't have a publisher, they don't have like someone writing a check behind the scenes to fund this game, and surely the money runs out at some point. So yeah, not too sure, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Remember, it is free to play, so you don't actually have to pay anything to jump in and try this out. So if you do have Steam and you are curious and you want to see what it's like and how it runs and everything, then you can do so on your own machine. But let me know in the comments below what you think, if this is something you'd play, if it's something you'd give a miss. I think it's a little bit of a weird timing. I personally would have just said, like, wait until the co-op's here and launch it then, because it's kind of a busy time, like May, June. I mean, I guess it's always a busy time to release a game, so I guess they've gone ahead with what they've done, so it's here and you can try it right now. That's where I'm going to leave it though for this one, guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.